This is Kathy Biehl of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro Insight for June 6th, 2022. You might notice some noise in the background. There are air filters going, noise going on outside, and uncharacteristically, I am not making any effort to silence this because it seems to be very appropriate for the atmosphere that we're living in right now. Lots of background noise, lots of stuff going on that's starting to come to our ears, starting to dun us. Now let's talk about the framework of this week, because there aren't very many specific aspects, but a lot that's still going on. Mars and Jupiter are both in the sign of Aries, very action-oriented, instilling bravery and gumption and the motivation to go out and do things and possibly even fight. So there's an argumentativeness and aggression and actually anger and, well, extrapolate from that. Venus, goddess of love and pleasure, is hanging out in her boudoir of Taurus. This is definitely show me the money territory, bring me bonbons, go fetch things for me while I lie here and enjoy what is going on. And she's in for a bit of a shakeup this week. Venus is meeting with Uranus in Taurus on the 11th. Venus in Taurus likes to stay put, wants what's predictable, wants to be able to taste, see, touch, feel, consume, possess whatever the pleasure comforts, creature comforts of life are. And Uranus is electrical. Uranus in Taurus shakes things up. It is a zap, maybe on the hand, to make you lose your grip on something, to loosen up. It is a zap that opens your heart, that brings a plot twist, that shows, oh, well, I hadn't considered this. I mean, think of when you were a kid, or maybe even in recent history, when somebody offered you food that you had never had before, and your first response was, oh, no, 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 I don't like that. I'm not going to eat that. And you get talked into tasting it and go, oh, well, wow, that's really good. On some symbolic level, that is happening to us this week. And as this happens, we have data and information that we didn't. Data and information that perhaps primes us for, well, sure, I'll take a taste of that bacon-wrapped date. Oh my goodness, that tastes good. All the more shocking if you are a plant-based eater. All right, now don't get angry. I'm not suggesting everybody go out and eat bacon. It is just an example. Bottom line is there will be a willingness to do something different, and part of that is going to come from the information flow that has been happening. On the 10th, Mercury, the planet of communication, has its third of 3 trines with Pluto, keeper of secrets, ruler of power, huge money, the stuff that goes on in your cells and deep in your subconscious. Mercury and Pluto trined at the end of April. They trined again around the 24th of May, and now they're making their third deep excavation. Keep in mind that Mercury has just ended his retrograde, and he stationed retrograde on Friday, June 3rd at the degree of the Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse. Something is coming to the surface. There are revelations that have a lot to do with the storyline, not just from the end of April when the first trine happened, but also from all of the multifaceted issues that came up during the Scorpio lunar eclipse. And a lot of this could have something to do with, involve things that are extremely scary and disturbing. There could be something about your own personal reaction to violence, ways in which people have been affected by it, information processing having to do with deaths, actual physical deaths of people who are dear to you, deaths of things that are more symbolic, possibly revelations that bring to light betrayal, treachery, dishonesty that you yourself have experienced. And of course, we will be seeing this on the world stage, in the news at large. Even though they're not making a major astrological aspect, Mars and his courage and motivation and this Mercury-Pluto trine could very easily outfit you to speak up in ways that you never have or have normally been hesitant to. It could cause you to be incredibly candid with yourself and inspire you, motivate you, empower you to stand up and speak out in ways that you have not allowed yourself. And this could be very much on a personal level, telling people things, expressing yourself when you previously have been quiet, and on a bigger level. The noise level will go up even more next week when Mercury moves into his airy home of Gemini. For now, we're gathering information. It's a research project. We're getting all kinds of facts and figures and information about cost, all of which we will later do quite a bit with. Homing thought of the week: show me the truth. Song of the week, Saint Honesty by Sarah Bareilles. And the image of the week is poring over financial documents. As always, you'll find more about all this in my forecast for the month of June, which is already up at my site, empowermentunlimited.net, where you can sign up for my mailing list and book a session with me. I'm Kathy Biehl, a professional astrologer with more than 30 years' experience. I host the show Celestial Compass on Om Times Radio on the first and third Monday of every month at 5 p.m. Eastern. And my guest this week is Alex Miller of Alex's Asteroid Astrology. And if you go to his site, which has that name, you'll see that he does really fascinating asteroid analyses of events and people in the news. I also host lively conversation on Facebook at Empowerment Unlimited in the group The Astro Insight Lounge. I have lots of bonus content at patreon.com/Kathy Biehl, and I'm really grateful to the people who support my work there. I'm on Instagram at @KABiehl and on YouTube at the Professional Aquarian Channel. Talk to you next week.